So, you've all seen the Sonic trailer. Reactions have been made. Copyrights have been issued. Let's talk about that for a minute. I had to re-upload that video 3 times because WMG, Warner Music Group, just were on top of this shit. So at first I thought, okay, it was an automatic claim, so I can just dispute it, and all will be well, right? Well, so here is the email saying that I disputed the claim from WMG, but it took them, what, less than an hour for them to deny the claim. It says right here, "Hi Young, yeah, after reviewing your dispute, WMG has decided that their copyright claim is still valid, despite the fact that I used the Sonic trailer under the fair use doctrine, which says that as long as you're adding something new to it, as long as you're not copying and pasting the content and making it, pretending like it's your own, you should be fine. You know, the whole point of the video that I posted was to be a reaction to the trailer. The music was irrelevant. It was secondary. If people want to listen to the music, you know, they'll go to YouTube and type the name of the music and listen to that song in its purest form without my mug and my voice overtaking everything, without the Sonic trailer audio kind of marring the music. So this just made no sense. A lot of people got the same copyright flag. Angry Joe, apparently he muted the portions of the trailer featuring the song and he still got flagged. A YouTuber going by the name Andre got flagged as well. I believe the Quartering had the same experience. So yeah, it was all bullshit, but, you know, whatever. I kept persevering, uploaded the video a third time. Third time was the charm. I just muted all the audio from the trailer and it worked. But it just didn't have the same effect. It ruined the video. The first upload was gaining a lot of traction. It was gaining like 100,000 views every hour. Had to delete it. Or I didn't have to, but I just... if it was just demonetized, that'd be fine. But the fact that that money was going towards that shitty fucking assholes company, I couldn't stand that. So I'm like, fuck it. I don't care if I'll have other opportunities for videos that will gain a lot of traction. I don't feel right about giving these greedy bastards any more money. But that's that. That's sort of what happened on that front. Now the Sonic trailer, shit, my God. I haven't looked at it since I did the reaction video, but I'm coming back to it and it's still just as horrifying. You know, this shot, what this looks like to me is, what's that guy's name? Richard Simmons, the aerobics dude. This looks like if Richard Simmons put on a furry onesie, put on some red Nike shoes, and then turned Super Saiyan 3. That's what this shit looks like. We got money shots like this one. Oh my God. It looks like, it kind of reminds me of Cat in the Hat, the live action version. Super creepy. Jim Carrey, as I've said before, I think he looks fine as Eggman. Obviously, his figure isn't as big and round as the original character design, but that smile, I think, is Dr. Eggman's smile, the beard, and I don't know, it all kind of works. I think I'll enjoy his character. I feel like that's about the only good thing I can say about this movie. But the real money shot is, of course, this shit right here. You can see the teeth. Oh my God, the teeth really make this uncanny. And then in this shot, ugh, Jesus Christ. In this shot, Sonic looks like he's been photoshopped in there. This looks like a poor man's Photoshop. So, a lot of people have been kind of analyzing this stuff and wondering, what is wrong with this picture? Why does this look so bad? And yeah, people have been trying to come up with their own renditions of what Sonic should actually look like. So this is what we have now, right? Ugh! That face right there, the one that I used for my thumbnail, that's the face of evil. That's what Satan looks like, okay? This was made in Satan's own image. But, so we got this. And then if we go to this article from Nintendo Life, they have compiled people who took shots from the movie and kind of did their own version of it. And already look at this. We got one right here by Larry Bundy Jr. Look at that. He didn't change anything. All he adjusted here were the eyes. Made him, look like how they actually should. And yeah, there's this gap here that's very unnatural for eyes to have. But again, who freaking cares? It's a caricature. It's this otherworldly thing being. Nobody's gonna be like, why is there a gap between the eyes? People are gonna look at it and go, that's Sonic. That's all they're gonna focus on. Suspension of disbelief and all that. And also something else this guy did was make the fur here kind of more of a skin color. This right here is a skin color versus here, that's white. And then the mouth has been adjusted to be more cartoony, as you can see right here. Right, this is very human looking. The one on the left here, this is very human looking. This looks cute, looks like a caricature. And it fits with this, and it looks like Sonic. And the eyes, I mean, God. This versus this. Who thought of this? Who thought that was a good idea? The eyes, honestly, is the main thing I'm realizing. I could get over the weird humanoid proportion if the eyes were just kind of honed and tuned. Also, the cheeks right here. They spread them all the way out because that's how it actually looks like. If you go look up images of Sonic, the cheeks are the fleshy colored part of the cheek is spread all the way out like that. Whereas here it just looks like somebody plastered paint on the dude's face. What a difference. Look at this. It's amazing. This guy actually looks cute. He looks likable. He looks like someone you want to watch for, an hour and a half or two. This guy looks like he'll kill you in your sleep. And then on top of that, there's this guy, Rep, who photoshopped these teeth. And that looks okay too. I get it. He's a hedgehog. He's kind of like an animal in a more cartoony setting. Like in a video game, you could kind of get away with making his teeth like this. But in a more realistic setting, maybe you want to go for slightly more animalistic mouth like that with sort of sharpened teeth. That looks fine too. Whatever. That's fine. Just the eyes and then the cheeks. These two elements make all the difference in the world. And it took this guy, what, one afternoon to make the modifications? And then on top of that, we have this second tweet by Twitter user Edward Pun. I mean, look at that. So this one is a full body shot. I think if we, even if with the adjustments to the face, even if we did this, it would look uncanny because the body proportions are so wrong. Like the hands are too small. These hands right here, they're way too small. They need to be bigger, more cartoony to match the cartoony face, right? So, and that's what this guy does. So a lot of interesting details here. The eyes, the classic Sonic eyes, but just kind of squinted down to make him look kind of pissed. The hands right here you can see are bigger compared to that. Good proportion. Gives him that caricature, cute, fun look. And then the legs. Look at this. This makes a huge difference. The legs right here. Whereas this guy has, the guy on the left has these human-looking, Richard Simmons-looking legs. On the right, you've got the Sonic legs, kind of skinny. The body has been pulled back right here versus right here, right? It's more proportional to what you're used to when you look at Sonic. It's more sort of up here, rounder. And then the stature. Whereas this kid looks, the guy on the left looks like, I don't know, just like an average human teenager with an outfit. Sonic on the right looks like this otherworldly creature, because the proportions aren't quite human, even though the animal clearly has humanoid elements, arms, legs, and all that, wearing shoes. But the exaggerated features give it that otherworldly look, whereas the humanoid looks makes him look like some experiment, like a person who was morphed, or who was fused with an animal, Full Metal Alchemist style. So this is really dope right here. This is perfect. This is 10 out of 10. And last but not least, here's an artwork by Aaron Hammerstrom. He says, a bit rusty on my painting, but I tried doing a paint over of a shot from the movie trailer with Sonic's design from the games for fun. And look at that. How cool is that? Again, it's totally weird that there's a huge gap right here between the eyes. But who fucking cares? Who cares? Honestly, who cares? And I think it'd be weird if if the teeth were just one giant tooth rather than actual teeth, maybe. But it looks fine. I mean, it's better. It's certainly better than this shit right here. So the internet, it took him a couple hours, at most, to get it right. And then here's the Polygon article where in my previous video, I showed how people fixed up the concept art. Like, oh my god, I mean, look, this is, I love this art so much. This versus this. All the difference. Again, legs, humanoid, Sonic-like. Feet, small with Nikes. Actual Sonic shoes, big feet. Hands. Boom, boom, right? Small versus big chunky hands. The eyes, perfect. The hair, even the hair just kind of looks weird here, whereas this looks excellent. That looks right. The nose, I like that it has the more lengthy kind of looking nose versus this, which is, it kind of looks like a puppy's nose. It's night and day. It is night and day. But the eyes, honestly, if they can just adjust the eyes, we'll be in a much better place. Oh, and also the sleeves right here. Right? We've got flesh-colored or sort of whitish sleeves versus the blue that they put here on the left. It's so simple. Any amateur could tell you how to redesign this to make this look fun and cute rather than demonic and genuinely horrifying. One more point I want to discuss is the fact that people differentiate between 2D Sonic and 3D Sonic. You know how Mega Man has like Mega Man and then Mega Man X? The original Mega Man looks like a kid, whereas Mega Man X looks like a teenager. And Sonic has that as well. I think the 2D Sonics look more kind of childlike, whereas the 3D Sonic, I think, is when they shifted towards the more teenager looking. So yeah, here it is. Sonic 2D versus Sonic 3D. And so we got this image is Sonic 2D. This is Sonic 2D. And then this one I think also looks more like Sonic 2D-ish. And then this one right here is more based off of the taller, more teenage-looking Sonic 3D. So I don't know which one they should go with. I think the 2D looks cuter. The 3D Sonic looks cooler, more like, yeah, I'm a badass. That type of thing. Depends on what vibe they would have gone for. Any of those two would have worked. This does not work, okay? This is, I don't know what vibe they're going for here. This isn't supposed to be a horror movie. It's supposed to be a fun action flick. And the thing about this movie is that I think if Sonic looked really good, people would have been like, this actually looks okay. This movie looks all right. It looks kind of typical, stereotypical. All the usual tropes the military's brought in, right? I mean, that's just kind of generic movie plotting 101. And a lot of the scenes just look just fine. They don't exude anything unique per se, but it would have been something people would have looked like and gone, this looks okay, I'll watch the movie because Sonic looks so good, because this seems like something gamers will be able to appreciate a little bit. If Sonic looked good, that would be the attitude, but he looks so bad that it's distracting from everything else. It really is. And they need to fix that. As I said before, all I'm curious about right now is seeing this shit right here. That, I love the goggles, the beard. It looks really good. This, I'm genuinely appreciative of. But I don't think Jim Carrey can carry an entire movie. Yeah, an intentional pun. I don't think he can carry the movie. Sonic needs to carry the movie. Sonic is in the goddamn title. So yeah, hopefully by November they can pull something out of their collective asses. Because this is unholy. This is messed up. What they're doing here, it's truly messed up. Borrow from the internet, okay? Just borrow from the internet. Listen to feedback. Listen to what people are showing and telling you here. I think this design I really like the best out of all of them. Use this. Just, for God's sakes, just anything but this. Anything, please. You've got time. You can do it. It's not rocket science. So there you have it, folks. Hopefully this will be my last video on this movie. I mean, in the end, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Fingers crossed that they'll look at the backlash and go, oh, wow, yeah, we should consult with the CG team again and kind of have them do a few adjustments. They really need to go back and revise this. These are my thoughts anyway. I'd love to hear what your take is on the Sonic movie, Sonic's design, how it could be improved in the comments below. And Warner Music Group, back the fuck off. Didn't use a single audio clip from your songs, your goddamn trailers. Stay the hell away. With that, I will see you guys next time. Young out!